Hi, I'm Lauren Green. New Mexico has outlawed the practice of lunch shaming. It's a tactic used to punish kids who don't have enough money to pay for their school lunch. In some schools, kids are stamped on the arm for not paying up. In others, kids are forced to clean tables in front of their peers. This begs the question, why are kids being punished for their parents' inability to pay for lunch? Here to discuss are former Deputy National Finance Director of the DNC, David Mercer, and the former Deputy Assistant to George W. Bush, Brad Blakeman. Thank you both for being here and joining me.
Good to be with you, Lauren.
Okay, David, let me start with you. So what is the rationale behind this practice?
To try and hold people accountable, but doing it and targeting children who don't have the capacity to pay the bills that maybe their parents haven't paid or are overdue. And it's great, I think, to have a bipartisan bill presented by and signed by Governor Martinez in New Mexico. I think it shows good government. I think it will be used as a model for other states to consider in their school districts. And so I think it's a way of removing the unintended consequences of those families that cannot afford lunch and having 6- and 7-year-olds pay the price of it among their colleagues in bullying and shaming them for their parents' situation.
You know, well, Brad, that brings up the question, like why would schools punish kids for their parents' inability to pay?
It's beyond comprehension that would happen. I agree with David. This sounds more like United Airlines than a school district. It's poor judgment, and it's mind-boggling to me that you see stories like this, that somebody would think this is a good idea, an adult. No, you don't hurt a child for the parent's situation. And by the way, if children don't have enough money to eat a school lunch, there are bigger problems at home that need to be investigated. Why is it that they don't have enough money? What is happening in the household that could have a bigger detriment on the child? So we need to be compassionate towards those who are in need of help. And I'm all for helping those in need.
You know, there is a problem here because I didn't realize that there's a median lunch debt. Some schools have like a few districts, a few $1,000s, but then others as high as $4.7 million. So the students are, the schools are absolutely doing something because there's a problem out there. Now, David, you talked about New Mexico Governor Susana Martinez. She signed the bill. It directs the parents, the schools, to work with parents to pay their debts, sign up for the Federal Meals Assistance Program. I mean, this seems like a no-brainer. Why doesn't that exist, and why aren't more schools working with it?
Well, I think it is the actions of the Republicans and Democrats in the state houses in New Mexico and the governor signing into the law that are bringing people's attention to what we're now discussing and for people to take notice. And just like, look, there are millions that have credit card debt. They're not shamed into paying it. They set up payment plans. They work with their creditors to lower their balances and so forth. Take a page from that book and work with parents rather than trying to, squeeze or embarrass the children. Deal with the parents that do have the means, can have the means, and under proper circumstances or payment plans can lower those debts that are carried on the books of the school districts.
Yeah. But Brad, the school should the school be at fault here? I mean, should the school be really the stopgap here?
Well, the school instituted a policy that doesn't make sense, punishing a child for the unfortunate circumstances of the parents. No, this shouldn't happen. And I believe in local law. I believe that a local rule should be the rule, especially in school districts. But when local administrators are making bad decisions, then I think higher authorities need to step in and correct that. And hopefully it will be done bipartisan. Republicans and Democrats should join together. No child should go hungry or without shelter in the United States of America. That is just simply a non-starter, I think, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, whoever you are.
Are we headed for a free lunch, David? In response to what Brad said?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Are we headed for free lunch for kids? I mean, is that where we're headed for, and that the taxpayers pay?
Well, in the days I spent in public school, that was the case. We had lunch, everybody had lunch together in the cafeteria. It's not like we brought cash and so forth. There are ways to do this. We were able to do it in our generation. What happened? Why can't we do it now? So I think that as a larger issue, given what we're seeing here, should be revisited and asked, why are we not continuing with that?
Yeah, very, very interesting because it's like, why is the knee-jerk reaction by the schools to take it out on the kids? That's
right.
An issue right there. All right, thanks so much, Brad and David, for joining us.
Good to be with you.
And for complete political coverage, stay right here on foxnews.com. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.